In a world where hopium and common sense collide, starring the CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. Welcome to Debate Crypto.
Question everything.
Trust nothing.
Whoa, it's your boys, Keeper and freaking Ginsu Crusader over here. Got moves. I'm actually pointing the wrong way. Crypto fan, we're excited you're here. It is Monday night. We've got another Magic Money Monday. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We'll talk about it here in a little bit. But guys, we freaking love you. We appreciate everything you guys have been doing. The mint has just been going well. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Make sure you guys smash the likes. Make sure you're in the Discord. Let's have some fun this evening. So, without further ado, let's take a little peek at the market. Let's see what's going on. Guys, again, smash the likes. Follow us on Twitter. I have a question for everybody real quick. If you think about it, you guys should switch your Twitter picture, even if it's just for a few days. Just switch it over to, one of your assets, one of your DCA
show off
assets.
them merchants if you got
Show them NFTs, son. Let's see them. So, yeah, just something fun we could do. I think that would be cool. Okay, cool. Let's take a peek at the market. We have got the global cryptocurrency market is at 1.06 trillion. We still got a T on there, down 2.46%. We've got Bitcoin down a couple percent, down at 23,000, almost 23 even. ETH hanging on that 16 to 17 area, that 16, 17. We got BNB at 280 bucks, XRP down a few percent at 38 cents, Cardano down a few percent, Solana down a couple percent, and then Dogecoin rounding out the top 10 down 2.45%. Just kind of as an aside, when I kind of blaze through the market, it's because it's been pretty boring and you guys have been around enough to know Bitcoin's down a couple percent, everything else is down a couple percent, or most likely more. We will let you know if something's absolutely ripping, unless it's some stupid meme coin or whatever. You know how we roll. We won't be diving.
Yeah, 100%. Let's get into the charts here real quick so
let's see what they got.
What's been happening? Right? We've been talking about this. Marketcipher's been a beast lately. So, like always, it's told us right here, right? We had this reversal. We came down to this point of control. We bounced off of it. And like I told you guys, we were going to hit this heart line from the regression trend that we've been in since November, October of last year. We hit it. We got major resistance there, and we have been coming down since then. The upside, as you can see here in the volume of Marketcipher B, coming down. We got a little red dot up here on the momentum wave. Momentum seems to be peaking out, coming back down. VWAP has flipped the zero line going into the negative, and like you see, the money flow, which is this red shadow right here, just doesn't have enough energy, doesn't have enough money going into the market to really go into a big green momentum like we see back here, right? We have a bigger movement. So should we expect, right? We do find some little bit of support here on this day. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. So we did find a little bit of support here on this ribbon, right? These EMA ribbons, and we're bouncing up, but nonetheless, we are going to be losing some steam here. Probably cool off for the next couple of days. Could we come down to this point of control? Maybe that might set us up for like a double top situation. But nonetheless, I told you guys this hard line is going to be major resistance. So next time we try it, it'll be somewhere around 23,700, 23,800. So until we break this hard line, which is major resistance, we're not going to be seeing any moves to the higher side on Bitcoin. And along with that comes the altcoins, obviously.
You heard it here first. You got TA from the mighty Crusader. He's been, hey, listen, I'll give it to him. He's been pretty on point recently, combined with Marketcipher. So, hey, you know what? It just might work. Speaking of something that works, we've been keeping an eye on this. Let's talk about token metrics real quick. Get into this. So there's a lot of different things that token metrics does. One of the things that I've been paying attention to has been these indices. And basically what these do is they tell the performance per, depending on which exchange you're on. So I'm going to do Coinbase today. A lot of people have Coinbase. The machines are saying, hey, if you have a Coinbase account, the perfect mixture of assets for today, we can do this daily, we can do this weekly, we can go out farther, but a perfect little mixture would be wrap Bitcoin at 19.77, Bitcoin at 30%, Uniswap at about almost 15%, Polkadot at almost 19%, and BitDAO. And what I want to point out here is when you see Bitcoin at 30%, I want to tell everybody in here something that I think is really important. When you see Bitcoin as the largest and largest by quite a bit in an allocation like that, it should tell you something. First of all, it's probably going to tell you that we're in a bear market. Well, welcome. You know what? If you didn't know we were there yet, now you know. The other thing that you need to know is that is going to be the most risk off of the crypto space. And so, as we always talk about, blue chips, blue chips, blue chips, especially in times of turmoil. So just pay attention, be careful, be smart. And if you're going to use some different trading strategies, you should be looking at stuff like Marketcipher. You should be looking at stuff like Token Metrics. So just not because it helps the channel out, but because it's going to help you out. These machines are smarter than you and they have no emotion. So just throwing it out there might be something to take a look at.
100%. And, you know, supporting the channel always helps. And you're not just supporting us with you're not getting anything back in return. You're getting something, right? You're getting Marketcipher, which helps people a lot with their TA. Token Metrics, building a strong portfolio. But let's take a quick shift here to talk about our NFT project that went live this last weekend, right? And sold out, dude. Public mint went out in 2 hours. Boom, gone. 2,500 NFTs gone. So let's look at OpenSea here real quick and see how that is doing. Give me a second here to pull it up.
Apparently your mic's breaking up. It hasn't been breaking up on my end, but it's been. I can see that your bars are yellow right now, so I don't know if maybe you're having a little bit of whatever. Guys, let us know if it continues to be bad. We can try to reload. Let us know.
So let me refresh it real quick. So 2,500, we got 218 owners, 3.8 ETH volume, guys. 3.8
almost at 4
volume in just a couple of days. Almost 4 ETH in just a couple of days, right? So our stimulus drop, as you guys can see here, you can see the volume, the activity. People are buying these things up, right, every couple of hours. And so, and there's incentives for these reasons, right? We're trying to collect their 135 points, get whitelisted for the bug out drop, which is coming out
3 weeks
in 21 days. August 22nd, which is a Monday, 21 days from now, that will be launching. And the only way to get whitelisted is by collecting 135 points. Plus, we are giving away 4 NFTs to everyone who has purchased a NFT. So you can scoop up for the floor price, right? If you look at the floor right now, we are a Cheap Hunter is literally 0.006. You pick up 1 NFT within the last 24 hours, and tonight you will be eligible for a giveaway. Yeah. We're giving away 4 NFTs to 4 lucky guys or gals that picked up an NFT in the last 24 hours. So, guys, make sure you check that out.
And I want
Danger Close Alpha Stimulus, baby.
I want to say that the 4 NFTs, for those of you thinking like, oh, they're only going to be hunters, and does that really make sense? Let me just tell you, pay attention tonight, because I'll tell you right now, 100%. They will not only be hunters this evening. And as an aside, I saw on OpenSea, someone bought and sold a merchant for almost half an ETH. They sold it for 0.4 ETH. So someone bought and sold for 0.4. So while the point of our project is not about money, hey, if you can make some money, do it. We support that, right? We support that venture. And so what I want to tell you is, when we do incentives like this, it's not to try to, just scheme up a way to get things moving around and this, that, and the third. Like, we're literally going to be giving away more than just hunters tonight. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a merchant tonight. I'm just throwing it out there. You got till 9 o'clock. It could happen. Hey, I'll leave it at that. So
anything's possible.
Anything is possible.
Let's get into the news, man. Let's get into the news. What's going on today?
I'm
gonna ask you, since you picked up the articles. Right. What's going on today?
What is on the podium today, Keeper? So we've got a prominent Chinese Ethereum miner wants to resist. He wants to fork. He says, fork that. I'm not doing it. Then we got Budweiser and other brands just branching into NFTs. And then Colombia enlists Ripple to put their land deeds on the blockchain. That's going to be an interesting one. Let's kick it off. Let's start off with a little. And we were just talking NFTs. Let's start off with Budweiser. Let's talk about some NFTs here for a second. Major brands such as Budweiser are increasingly turning to NFT technology. For those of you that don't have a cold beer, just imagine it. It's right there. Got a good picture for you. A large number of companies, including Budweiser, Pinkberry, and more, are reportedly experimenting with non-fungible tokens to drive their loyalty and rewards programs. According to a report by CNBC, Web3 startup Hang is aiming to give some of the world's largest brands, such as Budweiser, Pinkberry, and Bleacher Report, the power of Web3 through its NFT-based membership platform, using a reward mechanics and technology to increase customer loyalty in LTV. On July 14th, Hang launched its no-code platform for seamlessly creating and managing Web3-powered membership programs and announced a $16 million Series A round led by Paradigm. With Hang, program managers can easily set up membership rules and logic, add benefits and rewards, and connect to third-party services. So, all right, when we're talking about as we come up here at the top to drive their loyalty and rewards program. So, when you hear that, Miguel, what do you hear this saying? Hey, it's driving loyalty and rewards. How are they utilizing these NFTs?
Man, I mean, one, it's massive branding, right? Budweiser has partnered up with Zed Run. I've been playing Zed Run for quite a long time now. They've partnered up. They've made Budweiser skins, I believe, and the tracks that the horses run on. You see literally a track that's themed out with Budweiser. It's brand recognition. It brings them and makes them hip into the trends that are happening marketing-wise. It's a great marketing tactic, and why not, right? Why not go into the digital Web3 space? The companies that are not pivoting into Web3 are going to end up like Toys R Us and Sears, right? They're going to go out of business because they didn't pivot into Web2 space and become a force to be reckoned with online. They focus on the retail brick and mortar stores, and time told that was not the move. That was not the best move, and they've died out. So I think that these companies pivoting to Web3, making themselves known that they're in the space, they're interested, it leads them to develop something, to creating and getting the attention of younger generations, and staying competitive.
Yeah, and I also think that the loyalty end of it, and I want to kind of make a little announcement to you guys this evening. We are looking at doing loyalty stuff as part of our project, right? We got a whole lot going on. Let me explain something that you could do theoretically with loyalty. Loyalty could be, okay, you purchased, let's just say this year you purchased the bug out bag. I'm going to use a theoretical idea here. So you purchased the bug out bag this year, and then maybe somebody uses something that they call POAP, right? Which is proof of attendance protocol. So basically it says, hey, you've got this thing that says, hey, I was there, like the concert ticket. I was there. Well, because you were there, maybe next year, maybe you get a t-shirt from it. Maybe next year you get a discounted entrance into an event the next year. Maybe you get permanent discounts on multiple different things. What I'm trying to throw out there is these companies are saying, hey, we've got a digital way where people don't have to carry around coupons. We have a digital way where somebody doesn't have to pull a card out of their wallet and say, I'm a loyalty rewards member, right? They just freaking scan their phone or say, hey, it's me, right? You can tell because it's right there. And I think it's a really good digital way. And I will tell you the funny thing, I think that you're going to have companies that are going to spin this also to say, we're doing it to save the planet because we can't have all these coupons. You know what I mean? Like I think that they'll put a little, we're trying to be more eco-friendly so that people aren't clipping coupons anymore. They've got an NFT. They're carrying around their phone anyway. And I think, hey, I'm all for it. I think it makes sense. And just there was a little hint in part of what I was just talking about. So pay attention. There are things happening all the time, and we'll continue to keep you up to date. All right, cool. So that's Budweiser. That's what they're doing with NFTs. Let's talk about my girl, Ethereum. Prominent Chinese Ethereum miner wants to resist merge, create fork. Chandler Guo, I'm probably butchered that, attempting to fork Ethereum and maintain proof of work version of the network that he's calling ETHPOW. Interesting. As Ethereum takes its final steps towards the merge, the network's much hyped move to proof of stake, an influential crypto miner is looking to create a movement to resist the transition. Chandler Guo, a well-known Chinese crypto miner, has launched a campaign to fork the Ethereum blockchain and create a spin-off proof of work version, according to a Twitter post last week. In Ethereum's current proof of work model, so-called miners can generate ETH by directing huge amounts of computer power at difficult-to-solve puzzles. The merge will end that practice, replacing it with proof of stake system, in which new ETH is created by pledging or staking large quantities of pre-existing ETH. Proof of stake is anticipated to make Ethereum 99% more environmentally friendly network. But the transition also will end the practice of Ethereum mining, leaving ETH miners stranded with costly and now potentially useless specialized hardware. So for that reason, he's attempting to come to the merge, fork Ethereum to preserve its old proof of work network miners, and then continue to generate crypto, right, with that existing equipment. You want to know why I hate this, Miguel? I hate that he wants to do this simply for supply purposes, right? When the mining stops, the amount of ETH that's going to be coming into the ecosystem effectively stops, right? And so the amount of ETH that's not going to be added is going to be huge. And I know that is going to help our price appreciation, just flat out. It's gonna help our price appreciation. And for me, somebody that's got a bunch of ETH, I like that, right? Speaking of somebody else that has a bunch of ETH, come here, baby. Hi. Can you say hi to everybody? Say hi. So this little lady's reminding you: get your ledger, be your own bank, grab yourself a hardware wallet, and get some ETH, right, baby? Yeah. Say bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, baby. So yeah, dude, that's why I don't like it. I think that it's going to hurt this. I think that continuing on proof of work, I don't think the environment thing is a real thing anyway. I think that continuing forward just continues to raise the supply. That continues to put pressure to the downside on, what the ETH price is. So I'm all for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be a problem, right? If it does gain momentum, like we saw the hashing wars, the mining wars back in 2018 with Bitcoin and Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin, whatever the other one was, right? And that severely dropped Bitcoin massively into the 3,000K level around 2018 because people were uncertain on what network was gonna thrive, right? Because Bitcoin was still really new back then. But I get it, right? I understand how frustrating it is that you have a business, right? Like you've invested thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to buy these ASIC miners. They're not cheap, right? They run for tens of thousands of dollars, right? You create a massive business, you're generating money, and when that switch gets flipped, boom, you're out of business. See you later, alligator. You're done because somebody else decided we don't want you anymore. We're shutting your business down, right? It's frustrating. It's frustrating that you invest all this money. It takes years to regain all of that investment, right? You don't just go positive in the mining game 2 weeks in, unless you're in a massive bull or something. And when that happens, the prices of these ASIC miners get longer, even higher.
But they can use them for more. Shipping. They can use them for more than just
you
ETH.
can use them for other stuff. Yeah. Exactly. But what is more profitable than ETH to mine right now?
I don't know.
Nothing.
I was so let me say
ETH
that
is the most profitable to my knowledge.
So my buddy that introduced me to crypto, I've told the story before, but he introduced me to crypto because he was mining, and I thought that he was only mining Bitcoin. We talked this weekend at basically a reunion of sorts, a softball tournament, which by the way, 2002 took both the men's and the women's, baby. Let's go. There's nobody on here from my high school, so it doesn't really matter, but it was fun anyway. At any event, 20 years later, taking home the hardware. But no, so I asked him, I said, dude, are you still mining? And he was like, man, I shut him down a little while ago. Something happened and it like heated up his basement so hot it almost killed his dog, and his fish tank started to like boil over. I don't know. Yeah, at any event, it got way too hot, right? But I said, so what are you going to do with everything? He's like, well, he mentioned this. He said, well, with ETH moving over, I don't really know. He said, I do know that there's a lot of other assets that can be mined with these because they're incredibly powerful. But he said specifically that the miners of the miners that I forget which cards or whatever graphics cards or whatever he has, he said the price has significantly dropped since this information has come out. So he thinks prices are just going to come down. You'll still be able to sell them because you could use them for a lot of other assets. And he thinks that somebody else is going to step in. Another company is going to step in and basically say, hey, you know what, here's what we have, or maybe there's something right now that's out that they're going to like almost advertise. We want your graphics card. We want them. We'll buy them at a discount because you can use it to mine our cryptocurrency is what he was kind of thinking.
Yeah, I mean, they can mine other cryptos and stuff, or maybe a lot of people have talked about going back to Ethereum Classic, right? Like they're going to start, the mining power is going to shift over to Ethereum Classic. Maybe Ethereum Classic gets revived somehow, right?
Oof.
That's been a rumor. That's been something people have been talking about. It's possible, dude. Anything's possible. But I understand the frustration of that happening. It's one of the reasons why I've avoided the mining game for a while. And if I ever get into mining, it'd be Bitcoin only, and that would have to be a large amount of money to be invested in, so you can even be somewhat competitive. Because if not, it's not. Don't even try. Don't even waste your time.
It would kind of be like if the government stepped in or somebody stepped in and said, hey, your construction company can no longer use power tools powered by battery. And I'm like, wait a minute. I've got
solar power only.
Yeah, solar powered chop saws only. I've got a lot of money wrapped up in that. So I do see what you're saying right now. I got to figure out, hey, what do I do with these? Because I got a bunch of money wrapped up in them. So I get it from that standpoint. I just want price appreciation to continue happening with my girl. You know what I mean? So usually women are costing us money. My girl has been making me money. You know what I'm saying? So hey, just throwing it out there. ETH. All right, so guys, here's the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's talk about Ripple. Miguel especially has been waiting to talk about Ripple. He loves it. He's actually changing.
Rip it apart.
Ripple it apart. All right, so let's talk about Ripple. Colombia enlists Ripple Labs to put land deeds on the blockchain. Using the Ripple ledger, Colombian leaders can make real estate transactions more equitable. Okay, I'll bite. Colombia's government has launched a partnership with Ripple Labs, the company behind the crypto XRP, to put land titles on the blockchain, part of a plan to rectify land distribution efforts so unfair they've led to decades of armed conflict. The project, built by blockchain development company Persist Technology and Ripple, will permanently store and authenticate property titles on Ripple's ledger, its public blockchain. This will help eliminate bureaucracy and hopefully make land distribution more equal, Ripple Labs and Persist Technology told Decrypt. Why would Colombia's government want to do this? Because land ownership in South American country is among the most highly concentrated in the world. Colombia's civil war, the longest running war in the Western Hemisphere from 1964 to 2016, until a 2016 peace deal, was rooted in unequal distribution of land, with leftist guerrilla groups taking up arms against the state. They said land is everything in Colombia. This is what led to armed groups like FARC starting a war with the government. Dude, I think this is a cool way to take what's been a massive problem for a long time in a country, but I think and kind of put a positive spin on it. I'm calling the bluff. I think that there is another operation here at stake. Get the crap eaten, get grin off your face and spill it. What do you got?
Isn't Colombia like one of these? Didn't they just elect like a communist leader recently? Aren't they just shifting into communism right now?
I think so. I think you're right.
How well does that line with the good old banking cartel of XRP, baby? That's right. Bring on the commies. Let's partner up. Let's start selling some land down there. I mean, look, I get it. I like the XRP solution for putting things on the blockchain, NFTs, selling land, right? That's not my problem with XRP. My problem with XRP is the banking cartel behind it, right? The empowerment of the traditional system, which is all it does is steal power from us, the people, from the regular people. We'll never see that power. Cryptocurrencies have given us power, and XRP is stealing that power back. That's the way I see it, because they're backed by the banking people. Now they're getting into land, which is cool, right? I'm all about tokenization, NFT deeds, right? I see all this happening. I'm all for it. But it's just the people behind XRP, right? If XRP could be detached from Ripple, right? Get Ripple Labs out of there. There is no company behind XRP anymore. Just let it become an open source. Leave it alone. There is no company running it. I might change my opinion about it. But the fact that Ripple is so intertwined with the coin, those people do not got us, the people's benefit in their minds.
Check this out. I want to read one other part that I didn't get to read here. So it says, many landowners in Colombia still don't have papers to certify ownership over parcels they inhabit. The project will start by certifying more than 100,000 land adjudications. With the public blockchain, once the transaction is recorded, it can never be deleted. A senior advisor at Ripple Labs said, that's the most important part. If the government system is blown up, the owner of the land will still be in a blockchain. The owner of land will still be in a blockchain because it's held around the world in different nodes. This is what I believe works, right? It does take away the ability. Let's say you have a communist country that wants to come in and say, that is my land. Now, could they take it by force? Sure. But our government theoretically could come and take my house by force right now, right? Wrong house to come to, but theoretically they could, right? And so I think that it's great to have it just verified so that you can't have the, hey, I'll pay you this amount, make sure that paperwork disappears. You know, there's a lot of crap.
Yeah, the
right?
traceability aspect of it, right? It's like you can trace it down like, hey, I did own this. You took it by force, but here is the proof that I did own it, and you can't make that proof disappear.
Yeah, no doubt. So guys, just as a reminder, make sure you're in the Discord. We got a little bit under 1,400 people in there. We're super excited about the project. We've got 3 weeks left. 3 weeks until the bug out drop. We talked this morning to our partners that we are working with to have our 3-day boot camp, the prepper boot camp that's going to be coming with the bug out, right? We're kind of working on some little details, but I want to tell you guys, I told you it was over 80 classes. It's actually over 100 now. And I'm going to tell you guys now, we get first dibs on all of the scheduling. So literally flat out, you can't not get the class that you want if you do get involved. I have that agreed upon so that we get first dibs on scheduling. I thought that was really important because I want you guys to be able to get the classes 100%. That you want to be in. And there is a lot of them. And so super excited about that. We will give you more details as we move forward the next few weeks. We have a couple of details in particular that we're working on that I don't want to toss out there until I know that I know. But we are super freaking excited. So you're going to get some dope art that, you've already got some dope art, right? Make sure you guys have your 135 points so you can get whitelisted. I think these are going to disappear. Boom. We're going to have a lot of freaking fun. Think about it. 500 of us getting together, right? And out learning about prepping, doing some camping. Listen, if you want to stay in a hotel, stay in a hotel, right? There's one down the street. If you want to camp. We'll have some fun. But I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to meeting a bunch of you guys. I'm
super excited.
It's going to be dope, dude.
Super excited to go out there, get all that experience, right? Like you said, camping, hanging out, talking a bunch of stuff that, that's what it's about, right? About learning about things, that you're dedicated for. This is for people that are dedicated, committed to this and learning about this. And then maybe you already have some experience, but you just want to have a community to experience it with, be part of a cool event. Dude, I'm super excited. 3 weeks are going to fly by. We've been talking about this project since April. We started back right before Bitcoin Miami. And look how fast it's been. The first mint came and went. Public mint went away in 2 hours, gone. Some people missed out just because they were waiting for gas fees to go down. And that's very unfortunate, but that's how quick it went by. So that was 2,500 NFTs. Now we're going to be talking about 500 NFTs. So it's going to be competitive to get a whitelist. It's going to be competitive to get one on the public mint even more. So the only way you're guaranteed one is on the public, is on the whitelist. Right, on
the whitelist. And I want to toss something out here. Danny thinks that I'm a cheap date. He says one of the NFTs get you a date with Keeper. Well, Danny, I see where we stand. You think that I would go for 0.1 ETH? I'm going to tell you right now, I'm at least a 0.25 kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Maybe he bought the merchant. Maybe he bought the 0.04 ETH merchant. It was dedicated to you.
That's a good point, dude. I didn't even think about that. I didn't check it out, but we love you guys. We appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. As always, Monday through Saturday, 7:30. Be here. Get in the Discord. Make sure you, before you leave, X out the live chat. Smash the likes. Don't miss the Discord tonight. We're giving away those 4 NFTs. So be there, or B Square will be on after a little bit. What are we going to do? 9 o'clock?
Like 9-ish.
9-ish. 9 to 9:30, somewhere in there.
Gather all the eligible people, put them in. So we'll be in the Discord talking, chatting. Probably set it up so it'll be 9-ish when we actually release the winners. So everybody will see it live on Discord.
And then one thing I forgot to say, Frankie Candles, our boy, if you want some TA before the show, totally spaced on the front end of the show, but I'm telling you now, make sure you guys check him out over on BitBoy Crypto's channel. That is our boy. He's doing a great job over there. And you already know how it rolls. Thursday night, TA Thursday. If you guys are into TA,
around the charts,
Thursdays, around the charts, be there. All right, Crypto fam. If nobody's told you before today, we freaking love you. We hope you have a blessed evening. We look forward to seeing you soon. Just remember, question everything.
Trust nothing.
And until next time, hodl.
Like a tap.
We'll see you soon.